In order to make something that pops in the room and also for the characters and performers to play on, we wanted to make everything really strong and vibrant and colorful, and everything pops off the page. For this show, the creative inspiration was basically the ultimate playground. But in addition to that, we looked at everything as toy blocks and things, imagining as if you were to dump a bucket of pieces on the floor and be able to reconnect them in different ways to create new things. And I think what we went into the rehearsal process with was a bunch of pieces that during rehearsals we could actually reimagine and come up with new and exciting ways to use these elements. This year, what we've chosen to do is a 360 environment, which is a really new environment for this show in terms of how to incorporate all the parts and pieces, and also to make sure that the audience gets really, really up close and personal. One key thing for us for this show is about surprise and the element of surprise, and we've got things hidden within other structures. We've got staircases that pop out magically. We've got trampolines hidden within other elements. We've got pieces that can roll and flip.
My job is to create movement in the show, and it's so important because I think one of the main things that makes the show flow is how you are getting from one thing to another. So seeing the stage gives me another challenge on how I'm gonna, use those props to their fullest potential.
Connecting the audience was one of the big things we looked at for the show, and one ways we're doing that using IMAG screens up floating in the air, and we call them the halo screens because they float in gigantic rings around the space. The main purpose of this is for us to bring the audience and the performers both directly connected to each other and be able to see things really up close. Performing in a space like this with a lot of color in it, we do need to be really attentive to how the costumes and the characters actually look in the space. So we work really closely with Donna Oak on the costume development as well. Make sure that all these characters really do stand out and that the nature of the character doesn't really get blended into our environment, and that the environment takes a little bit of a secondary feature to that.
Costume designing is a lot of fun and it's very creative. I start with the technical because that's what's important, is that they can fly through the air, they can climb the poles, they can do the wire. All of those things are really important that we support that. It's not just about the sketch. But at the end of the day, what those sketches become and how we fabricate them and how we embellish them and how they get constructed by an amazing team of people is really where the art is and the beauty is, because it's a collaboration and everybody contributes to it. The creative team for this show is obviously really fantastic. I would call it a global team, and everybody contributes a piece of that, and everybody's vision individually comes together to ultimately, hopefully, create the greatest show on earth. I'm super excited to launch this show. I'm really excited for our new audiences to see it. I'm excited for our old audiences to see it too, and to see how we've reimagined it.